experiencing... I don't know if there's a stream delay or not. I hope there isn't. I am going to try. I don't know. How do I check if I have a stream delay? I tried to fix the stream delay, but I'm not sure if it worked. So, yeah. So I think there's a stream delay. No. Oh well, I'll try to figure out something another time. Well, I will. Alright, until tennis route today. I stared at the stars for a long time. Eventually, the morning sun began to break. Sitting on the grass of the park, I turned over to look at Sena, who had fallen asleep. Using his arm as a pillow, he had fallen asleep while staring at the stars. It was just as the urban legend had said, the former star staring up at the stars. Just then, his head began to move. Sena, do you remember me? His memory seems to reset every time he'd fallen asleep. If that had happened again, he'd forget everything from yesterday, including his words of love. The more I thought about it, the more my chest ached. No, it's not about me. What I truly wished for Sena to realize... What I truly wished was for Sena to realize he's dead.
死んだことを悔やんでいる。それが心残り。生き返らせない限り成仏しない。
Sena's memory was constantly resetting so he could pretend to be alive. If only he could accept his death, he'd find a way to get closer to crossing over. I wish Sena would relinquish his dreams that he had in life. It was easy for me to think that way, but for Sena, it would be nearly impossible. His small waking noise reached my ears, and Sena slowly opened his eyes. Ow! Sena, do you remember me? Oh no. I felt so much fear as I watched him blink his eyes while he looked back at me. I think he'd forgotten. I suddenly felt a pain in my chest. Up until now, when he said, "Nice to meet you," I was shocked but okay. But after everything that happened, if you have said the same thing to me, I would try to make him remember. That's actually not... I'd made a promise to him. If he forget, I'll tell him everything again. Why is my screen dirty? Hold on. The screen's dirty. Okay. Hopefully it's a bit clearer now. A small voice in my head told me that if it was going to hurt him, why bother? No matter how much it hurts. Even if it's only for a moment, I have to make him remember. I can't give up. Sena, please remember me. You and I are... What's gonna be like the rest of the route? We're already like Misa and Sena's already a couple. What's gonna be the rest of the route be about? The end. Chapter 6 is just like this few sentences. As he spoke, he touched my cheek with his hand. I love you. Don't worry. Even if Misa doesn't love you, I love you. Well... I'm not sure my heart could handle this roller coaster of emotion.
さ。
Yay!
僕は君を忘れたりしないから。
I'm just so relieved you remember me.
心配させちゃったよね。でもちゃんと覚えてるよ。
Yeah.
君が優しくて可愛らしい、とても素敵な女の子ってことも、本当は生きていてじきに帰っちゃうことも。
No. Yeah. That's right. Yesterday I explained everything to him at the hospital. I'm glad he remembered. His eyes looked sadly at me as I choked on my words.
まさか夕べからずっとここにいたわけ？
Koyo, welcome. I leapt in surprise when I saw him. Koyo, we've got big news. Sena remembers me. I think that means she's remembering every.
どういうこと？君はテンパってるみたいだから僕から伝えるよ。実はね。
Sorry, I'm a bit malfunctioning. Then, just as Sena was about to explain everything,
さすがにこの時間はなくない？幽霊が出るのって夜でしょ？それはそうなんだけど、でも昼に見た人もいるらしいし。そんなん絶対嘘。だって星を眺める青年なんでしょ？星出てないじゃん。ほら、もう行くよ。学校に遅刻しちゃう。じゃあ放課後また来よう。ね、お願い。お昼おごるから。
as we heard the conversation between passing students, we looked at each other. They were talking about Sena just now, right?
セナ、相変わらず人気あんな。
They're both so fine.
嬉しいな。死んでも会いに来てくれるファンがいるとか幸せ者だよね。今、死んでもって言った。
Yes, Koyo, he remembers.
彼女たちのおかげで説明する手間が省けたみたいね。
Sena spoke lightly before trying to pick up a flower from near his feet.
手がすり抜けてる。面白いね。幽霊の体って。
As he spoke, Sena almost looked like he was enjoying himself. I got the feeling he might be faking it to not seem emotional. Koyo, on the other hand, was left stunned and silent.
ようやく分かったんだ。本当の僕はもう死んでて、幽霊になってから今までずっと僕は現実から目をそらしてたって気づけたのは彼女のおかげでもあるし、紅葉のおかげでもあるんだ。昨日病院で僕に気づかせようと必死で訴えてくれたよね。昨日だけじゃない。これまで何度も紅葉は僕に知らせてくれていた。ごめん。ずっと無視をしてしまって。それと、ありがとう。
Koyo looked so stunned. He was too shocked. The man was too stunned to speak. Koyo let out a deep sigh before a gentle smile appeared on his face.
気づいたんだろ。それでいい。今までがどうあれだ。
As he said it, a soft smile crept on Sena's face. Thank goodness. Then Koyo turned to me before bowing deeply. What are you doing?
俺だけじゃない。あんたのおかげでもあるから。ミサ、本当にありがとう。
I'm just happy I could help. Koyo slowly turned up and laughed with a bright smile.
二人のおかげで気づけたし、これからは幽霊として楽しもうかな。
Hearing those words from Sena, Koyo's expression tightened and he sat down on the spot.
楽しむのはいいけど、成仏することも頭に入れておいて。何があって心が病んで悪霊になるかわからないから。悪霊か。あんまり詳しくは知らないけど、 良くないものなのはわかるよ。でも、大丈夫。心が病むなんてことはないから。
As long as I have her beside me, I won't be corrupted.
これまでのことを踏まえると説得力ないな。セナはメンタル弱そう。
His face is so done. He's like, nah, 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 nah.
そんなことないもん。僕のことより、こうよはやらなきゃいけないことがあるでしょ。ほら、昨日の子、レイカちゃん。
I totally forgot. That's right. Did everything turn out okay, Koyo?
俺の方は気にしなくていい。意外な協力者が現れた。
Another ghost? Which one? Son to help him out? Does he mean Kureha?
二人は自分のことを考えて、セナは成仏するように、ミサは体に戻るように。いい。
Okay. He's right. I got to keep moving forward.
セナ、返事は
No, that would be apart from him.
なあ、わかったよ。
Huh? What's wrong with Sena? His face seems kind of gloomy.
でも、とりあえず今日は彼女とデートする日だからね。
Oh, that's right.
ひっどい！忘れてたんだ。僕はすっごく楽しみにしてたのに。
No, it's not like that. I was just more worried about whether or not you'd remember me, Sena.
僕に思いを募らせていたなら許す。
He's so cute when he's pouty. He's like a child. When he put it that way, it's kind of embarrassing. But seeing as he normally forgets all about me, this was a big improvement.
まあ楽しむのはいいけど、ほどほどにして、またいつ記憶がリセットされないとも限らないのだから。
While we're all going on a date, Koyo's fighting demons with Rika. Yeah, I guess that's still a possibility. Considering everything that had happened so far, it was certainly possible he'd forget about all of this tomorrow.
もう忘れないよ。だって、忘れたくないから。
忘れたくないから。I love his voice. Oh, Kaki. Hearing Sena speak with such certainty, I felt relieved. Then I thought I saw Koyo twitch, and he pulled something out from his pocket. Is that a smartphone?
その気持ち、覚えておくよ。それじゃあ、またな。
What is he going to do his job, or is he going to call a priest to exorcise Reika? With that, Koyo stood up and quickly walked away. That phone didn't look like his normal one.
それじゃ、僕たちも出かけようか。
Yes, let's sit with me. Ooh. I walked towards the park entrance with Misa. Then I stole a glance at her. I always thought she was cute, but today she looked especially adorable. Probably because this was the first day I remember her.
ね、手をつないでもいい？
Mine is a cat unable to connect. Is that an internet? I don't think anyone can connect. I've been streaming the whole time, right? I don't know why chat's disconnected. Ah, it's my Wi-Fi. Oh, okay. Sure. Having given the okay by Misa, I scooped her hand into my end and between our fingers. Okay, there we go. Having been given the okay by Misa, I scooped her hand into mine and intertwined our fingers. Why is he laughing so cutely? That's kind of creepy.
だって、幸せなんだもん。
Protect him at all costs. After Misa narrowed her eyes, she smiled. In that case, I guess it can be helped. Ah, she really is so cute. I want to protect her smile. When I woke up earlier, she looked at me anxiously. Man, I feel terrible being the cause of such an expression. Sena, are you Sena, are you listening to me?
あ、ごめん。ちょっと考え事しちゃってた。
If there's anything you're worried about, you should tell me. It might have something to do with your lingering regrets. Lingering regrets, huh? If there's anything I can do to help you cross over, Sena, I want to do it.
ありがとう。
I gave our intertwined hands a little squeeze. I knew that soon I'd have to let her go. Yet for the time being, I want to hold her just a little longer. Where should we go after our date? We had left the park but continued to walk with no direction in mind. How about heading to the station to start? There's lots of things to do there. Is that okay with you? As I asked this, looking at Sena, my heart skipped a beat. He was looking down at me with such a painfully serious face on his face.
君がここに残っているのは僕のため。
What's gotten into him all of a sudden? At least it seemed sudden to me, but perhaps Sena had been thinking about this for a while. I diverted my gaze away from him, carefully contemplating the reason I was still here. I began to speak. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about you, Sena, but the truth is, I also have my own problems. I wonder if, Misa's career path would change depending on the route. Maybe in Sena's route, she'd want to do PR marketing, and then she's gonna help Sena become even more popular. I still don't know what I'm supposed to do with my future. If I don't figure that out, I don't think I can wake up. Maybe that's the God's intention with all of this. That has to be it.
前にも話してくれたことがあったよね。友達との進路について。
Oh, right.
多分、その親友の母さん、急に聖銀大学に行かないってそう言われて、ショックだったと思う。詳しい理由もなしに、ただ違う気がするからって言われて、混乱したんじゃないかな。
That's right. I told him about what happened with Sayaka.
あの時は、君に新たな夢ができたから、友達と同じ大学へは行けないと、そう思っていたんだけど。
Is Seikin University especially for medical, or is it everything? Because you can still study other faculties at Seikin, right? I wish that was the case. My heart began to grow heavy. Still, I want to hear Sena's advice. I looked towards him as if he might be able to save me. I don't have a dream. What I want to do, who I want to be, I don't know the answers to any of those questions. That's why I'm struggling. Me too, girl. I don't know what I want to be. Maybe this YouTube thing will grow. As I shared the worries I've been carrying on my shoulders with Sena bit by bit. About Sayaka, about not having a dream, about how those things had erupted with my mom. After I poured everything out, Sena didn't say anything. He merely offered me a warm smile.
話してくれてありがとう。
Aww. I should be the one thanking you. Thank you for listening. Talking with you like this, it makes me feel a little better.
それならよかった。
After flashing a friendly grin, Sena turned away from me, gazing into the distance. Perhaps he's thinking about all the things I just told him. feeling of gratitude and guilt welled up inside of me as I stared at his thoughtful expression.
それじゃ、気を取り直してデートしよっか。
A date! Right.
それにしても、こうして堂々と手をつないでいられるのが不思議。街中で女の子と手をつなぐなんて、記者に知れたらアウトだからさ。それに、事務所が恋愛禁止だから、女の子と二人でどこかに行くって、初めてのシチュエーションだよ。
The conversation shifted away from my future plans, and seeing Sena completely in a date mood made me giggle softly. Being a celebrity is sure hard, huh?
大変だけど、やりがいがあって、僕には恋愛よりも仕事が大事だった。
And now love is more important than work because you are dead.
でも、もうそれも気にしなくていいし、思いっきり楽しむよ。
Oh, he's like blush. Oh, he's so cute. I'll enjoy our date too. Just when Sena said he had a place he wanted to go, he tightly grabbed my hand and pulled me towards our destination. I realized he was trying to distract me from my gloom and lift my spirits. They made me start to feel more cheerful. Thank you, Sena. I meant the words from the bottom of my heart and felt my mood shift. My body hummed with excitement for our date. I'm gonna turn down the brightness for my phone. And charge it to go. Okay, probably I. I'm gonna check if the screen's open. I hope it's fine. So this is where you wanted to come? The place where I died?
お参りしたくてね。
After pretending to dip our hands in the ceremonial water, we walked into the shrine.
ここは僕にとって思い出深いところでさ、アイドルを目指すきっかけになった場所なんだ。
A shrine there?
そう。正確に言うと、このつくも神社の夏祭りがきっかけで、中学生の頃、お祭りのカラオケ大会に出て、優勝したんだ。
And you were so happy from winning that you decided to become an idol?
ちょっと違うかな。
Sena's eyes glimmered with nostalgia.
大会に出場したのは、こうように歌が好きなら出てみればって言われたからでね。出場するからには歌もだけど、ダンスも極めたくて夢中になって練習したよ。動画を見て振りを覚えたり、カラオケ屋さんにも毎日通って。
I couldn't help but to smile as I watched Sena reminisce about the past. He sure does love singing and dancing.
そして大会が終わった後、優勝したのに心に残ったのは寂しさだった。それよりももっと極めたい、もっと踊ったり歌ったりしたいって。
So that sparked your desire to become an idol? Sena nodded.
もしその大会に出てなかったら違う道を考えていたかもしれない。はじめは小さなきっかけだったけど、やってみたら大きな夢へ変化したんだ。
A small chance. Listening to him talk about his past, I naturally began to reflect on myself. If I had something like that, would I also have a dream? Can I find something that will make my eyes sparkle like his? When I get back, I think I'll try to do a lot of new things. I'll find something like that to spark my own dreams.
今日はこの神社に感謝の気持ちを伝えたくて来たんだ。
Sena's mouth curved into a gentle smile and he clapped his hands together.
神様が道を示してくれたおかげで、僕はこれまで大勢のファンに活動を見てもらいました。本当に 今までありがとうございました。当たり前じゃない。もっと有名になって世界で活躍したいからさ。それが今の僕の夢だよ。
His words were completely different from before. I turned away and bit my lip.
世界に通用するアイドルになりたいなとは思ってたけど、もう
No.
終わりにしなきゃね。
He mumbled sadly to himself, and I found myself unable to say anything in response. Seeing my silence, Sena gave me an apologetic smile.
ごめんね。締めっぽいこと言って。さあ、君もお参りして。
I suppose you're right. I clapped my shaking hands together and slowly closed my eyes. Please, let Sena cross over. Let him forget all his pain, all this sadness. The next place Sena brought me was a shopping mall.
やっぱり成見ヶ浜でデートするなら、映画館もあるここは外せないよね。
You want to go see a movie?
そうだよ。映画はいろんな世界に浸れるから。見たことのない景色は可能性を広げてくれるからね。それに物語の中で学べるものもあるから。
That's incredible. I've never thought of watching movies that way before. Opening up a world of possibilities. Hearing Sena say that, I wonder what possibilities might be hidden inside me. Strange. I never thought there was anything special about me.
それじゃあ早速見に行こうか。楽しそうなものがいいよね。
I've been like talking about how like damn Nisa's just like me for real. I don't know what I want to do. What if ironically I like discover what I want to do after playing 9-bit. Okay. I couldn't help but to wonder what would be like. I couldn't help but to wonder what it would be like seeing movie through his eyes, and I found myself wanting to experience it a little too. King-san. Then after the movie.
あ、ゲームセンターだ。ちょっと寄ってこう。
Sena picked one of the large games and stood peering into it, his eyes shining as he did so. Haven't spent much time at the arcade?
芸能界に入ってからはなかなかね。
No.
昔はものすごく嫌がる行為を引っ張ってプリクルとか撮ったりしてたけど。
I wanna see the photos, please. The two of them in the photo booth. Do we get to see it? Ah, not really, but Sena with his dazzling smile and Koyote with a sulking face. I imagine that's exactly how it looks.
そういえば、今のプリクルってどんな感じなんだろう。
I bet they're a little different for them when you used to go to them. There's one right over there.
ほんとだ。ちょっと覗いてみよっかな。
Huh? Sena strolled over to the photo booth and began looking around. Hey, Sena, someone's taking a pic. Imagine if he like appears in the background of the picture.
Yeah.
Sena struck his face into the photo booth. Right after that, I heard a shutter sound.
今の撮影で最後だったよね。誰にしよっか。そうだな。何これ。後ろに人の顔映ってない？
Even without looking at the screen, I knew exactly what they saw.
うわ、やっちゃった。
Sena got caught in the photo. Seeing as we accidentally created a new urban legend in the photo bombing ghost at the arcade, we quickly left, apologizing profusely. Did they know it's Sena though? Or is it just like a blur? After the shopping mall.
そういえば、君はこの街で好きな場所はある？
A favorite spot? Mouthing the words as I spoke then the image of my favorite cafe came to mind. Oh, I do have one actually. I'd love to eat one of their parfaits again.
それじゃ、次はそこに行こうか。
Oh, what a gentleman. Yeah, sure. I was initially caught off guard, thinking he was just making conversation. But considering a change of scenery might be nice, I led Sena to the cafe.
ここが君のお気に入りの場所か。
Yeah, well, it's not like we can order anything right now, but
ここのどのあたりがお気に入りなの？
I'd love the parfaits that we had. I've loved the parfaits they have here ever since I was a little kid. Even in high school, I always used to come here when I need a break or reset myself. As we talked inside of the cafe, a flood of memories came rushing back. A cafe with a long history and home to the protagonist's favorite parfait. Her father used to bring her when she was a child. The place is filled with fond memories for the protagonist. A recurring figure in those memories was my father. I used to steal and eat little bites of the parfait he ordered when he wasn't looking. This place and the parfait here always meant a lot to me. Maybe it's because I like sweets so much I like this place.
そっか。君にご馳走してあげられないのが残念だな。
It's okay. It's actually fun just being
そう
here.
言ってくれて嬉しいな。ねえ、甘いものが好きなんださ。安直だけど、そっちの方面で進路を考えてみるのはどうかな。
Huh? What do you mean? Like being a pastry chef or something?
それになるのかな。提案しておいてあまり詳しくなくてごめん。でもさ、調べてみるだけでもいいんじゃない？もしかしたらそれがきっかけになって君の夢が始まるかも。
Starting from something I love to find my dream. I've loved sweets even since I was a little kid. They were always a part of my daily life, so I never thought much about them. Starting from something you love. And then Nisa in this route loves Sena. So we're gonna be PR. That might be a good place to start. This could be the spark I need. When I get back, I'll think about it. Maybe that will spark my big dream.
いいと思う。
Sena smiled brightly as though we had solved a problem that was his own. I wonder. Looking back at the things we've done today, I couldn't help but to think they were all words of advice he was trying to give me. They were all to help me with the burdens I've been carrying. I got the feeling he was trying to encourage me to be able to face my future head on. I was just so focused on enjoying our date, but Sena was thinking of me the whole time. Realizing his thoughtfulness, my heart filled with affection for him. I want to be there for Sena too. The sun was beginning to set. The two of us headed back to school. I quickly realized I had yet to return the tools he let me borrow back to him. Would you mind coming with me?
全然いいよ。響くんに会うのも楽しみだしね。
He's a big fan of yours, after all.
そうそう。あの時は腰を抜かしちゃったし、今日はかっこよく登場しないとね。
Okay. The moment we stepped foot in front of the mirror, Hibiki quickly appeared without us having to call out to him.
響くん、こないだはありがとうね。こちらこそ。サインいただけませんか？ここの鏡一面にびっしりと。
Did Hibiki die before or after Sena died? That's the question.
すごく光栄だけど、この鏡は学校のものだから、それはできないかな。
Besides, I wasn't sure how girls would be able to hold a pen and sign anything. The conversation continued back and forth until I stepped forward to give Hibiki his tools back. This was extremely useful. Thank you.
いいんです。お役に立てたなら何よりだから。あの彫刻、まだ飾られてるんだ。ねえ、
Sure, I'll wait here. Sena began heading down the stairs, and Hibiki watched him with an uneasy look on his face. I wondered what could be bothering him. Just as I thought that, Hibiki began to speak.
セナさんなんですけど。
He seems as though he seemed as though he was debating whether it was alright to talk to me about this subject. After making up his mind, he turned to me with a renewed confidence before speaking.
セナさんの心残りってどんなものなんでしょうか？
Well, what do you want to know then?
悪いものではないと思うんですけど、他の幽霊よりも気配が強いというか、あなたたちがここへ来る少し前から気配を察知できたほどで。
Come to think of it, it seems like Hibiki has been waiting for us to arrive at the mirror.
あんまり心残りが強いと悪霊化することもあります。だから少し気になって。
No, don't say that. That's foreshadowing. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
今は大丈夫だと思います。悪い感じはしないから。でも、心が病んだりすれば。
Hibiki closed his mouth as he pondered thoughtfully. He seemed to be shrouded in some lingering doubt, but was unsure how to express it. I quickly ended our conversation and decided to find Sena.
へえ、ここが君の教室か。
Which one's yours? Sena had asked me to bring him to my classroom, and I had taken him there. He glanced around the classroom nostalgically. Yet I couldn't help but to be on edge because of what Hibiki told me.
ねえ、君の席はどこ？
That one, just over there. Sena went over to my desk and gently patted. Sena, I wanted to ask you about your lingering regrets.
あ、
What is it? Ah! When Sena went next to the desk, a shred of paper suddenly appeared on top of it. Ah, this is...
何もなかったのに、急にこれが現れて。
That's mine! I think it's mine. As I spoke, I strode over to pick it up. Then I placed it next to the paper in my pocket and... Memory. It fits perfectly. The career survey paper was complete. Sena, surprised by the strange phenomenon, listened as I explained about my career survey.
君の進路のプリントか。
Yes, if I have all the pieces now, I think it meant I was able to recover all my memories from the accident. Well, I had some help from the spirit board as well. The truth is, it seems like some kind of god had caused me to get into the accident. As soon as the word god escaped my lips, Sena looked at me, confused.
神様って、あの神様だよね。
The question he asked was the exact same one that I asked the spirit board. I couldn't help but laugh. That's right. Apparently, my friend over my future caught the eye of the god for some reason. Seeing me struggle with what to do next, this god decided to give me a little more time to make up my mind. I don't think... Because you're losing IRL time as it goes, so you... I mean, maybe because you don't need to go to school, but that you're still losing time. And thanks to that reason, I met Sena. And thanks to Sena, my path forward seems a little more clear. For the printout to be complete, now of all times. It was supposed to be something to be happy about.
それなら、今が戻る時だ。
No, 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 no. Huh?
今、完成したみたいだったから。
But Misa
そ
hasn't
のプリン
found...
ト、
Misa hasn't found her path yet. Sena's thoughts were the same as mine.
さっき、この机の上には何もなかったのに、今のタイミングで現れた。
I mean, if Misa goes back now, that means Sena will be with us forever, right?
それは、 大丈夫っていう合図なんじゃないかな。
Please don't say that.
今の君なら現実に戻っても進路に向き合えると。
But this is also soon.
リサちゃん、ダメだ。
No.
君はここにいたらいけない人間だから、戻るべきタイミングだけなんだ。そうしないと。
Please protect Sena at all costs. He's such a sweetheart. But I thought back on what Hibiki said. The feeling I had for Sena, and our sudden parting. All of these things wrapped themselves in my mind, leaving me puzzled.
僕のことなら大丈夫だよ。実はもう成仏する準備ができているんだ。
Huh? But Hibiki just said.
でもまさか今日お別れするとは思っていなかったな。
We go back as human the end. That's the end of the route. Sena, unlike me, seems to have his heart totally prepared for this moment. I wonder if Koya was right. If Sena really would be able to cross over. Was I really preventing Sena from being to move over?
名残惜しいけど、デートはそろそろ終わりにしよう。
Man, we've only been together for like 1 day and a night, and now we're parting ways. That's so sad.
なんでそんな顔してるの？ほら、笑顔笑顔。
I knew I should leave him with a smile, but there was simply no way I could.
お母さんにお姉さん、それに
Was I not
この間
right the whole
話してくれ
time?
た大事な友達にクラスメイト。
Pog. Was I not live the whole time? Wait, I need to check. There was a button that says go live, but I thought I was already live. Oh, whoops. Wait, I mean. Oh god, the audio quality is so bad. I might try to use the mic next time. Because I wasn't sure how if it would pick up the volume. I'll try using the mic now. Intermission. It's not set up on OBS though. How am I gonna do this? Hold on. I will. Oh my brain. Okay, I'll do that. Hold on. I wonder if it would be better with a mic. Because the audio quality when I click on stream was god awful. Why didn't anyone say anything? I might have to turn the volume on louder. Hello, testing. Testing. I hope the audio is better now, clearer. I'm gonna check on another device. This is an intermission time. A little break. But now I also have to figure out how to like get the audio, of the game. This is the mic now. In audio quality when I click on stream was god awful. It's not there yet. I'm trying to fix my audio. Hello, testing. Oh my god, that is so much better. That is so much better. What the hell? I hope the audio is better now, clearer. Okay, but can it hear? I'm gonna check on another device. But can I hear from the switch? That's the real. I might have to put Oh, whoa. Good thing that didn't. Good thing I have this piece of paper blocking me. Where's my phone? Okay, back on track. Now, how much of this is going to pick up from the audio? I don't think it picked up too much. I'm gonna move the mic closer. So I might sound a bit further away, but it should be fine. Wait. Oh my god, that is so much better. But okay, I'm gonna but I'm gonna plug in another headphone to listen. Why are there 4 people here? Hi. This is like a bad time to watch me right now. Hi. I'm having troubles. But you won't be able to be in that world with me. As I swallowed those words, tears slowly welled up in my eye. So instead, all of that escaped from my lip were thoughts I desperately tried to keep inside. I'm gonna turn on the audio a bit more. Oh. Seeing Sena's face smile, I spoke what was really on my mind. Are you really ready to cross over? I don't want to say goodbye though. Oh, I want to be with you. We've only been together for a day. Sena gently moved closer to me, leaning in. Look at them! Oh my god, precious. You've already done so much. I wanted him to know the grateful I felt from the bottom of my heart. My troubled heart. It was calm. All thanks to you, Sena. Yeah, I'll try my best. I'm gonna cry. I will, for both of us. And when I die, I'll meet you again and tell you all about it. And in the instant I said those words, don't do it. Okay. Okay, never mind. Yes, do it. Wait, what? No! Come back! No! I thought it was gonna be a kiss. It was like the end of a dream, as if my body was melting into the sky, transparent and fleeting. Sena, there's one more thing I wanted to ask you. Please, tell me how you really feel. I think you're a wonderful person. To the very end, You're worried about me far more than you're worried about yourself. But I have to know. In our last moment together, I want you to tell me how you really feel. But even though we were slowly losing sight of each other, I still stared into Sena's eyes.
言えないよ。
No.
僕が君をどう思っていても、君の心に傷を残すだけだから。ただ、もしも何か奇跡が起きて、来世でもあの世でもいいから。
I couldn't hear the last thing he said to me. My consciousness dissolved into the black night sky. We didn't even get to say goodbye to Koyo. What the hell? Chapter 7.
Misa-chan.
Oh, he's following us. In the darkness, I hear a voice call out. It was so painfully sweet. It was so full of love. I reached out for it.
ほら、起きてってば。
No matter how much I longed for it, I knew it was a voice I'd never be able to hear again.
みんなが君を待ってるよ。
As if the voices had pushed me out back to reality, I opened my eyes. I stared up at the pure white ceiling and heard the drip drop off the ivy. I felt worried as I brought a heavy hand to my face. Sena. Tears began falling down my cheek. Ayame. That's the older sister? Oh no, the mom. Just then, a soft mumble escaped my mother's lips and made its way into my ear. Oh. I didn't realize my mom was by my side, and I looked at her in daze. Mom. I'm sorry. Thank you. I have so many things I wanted to say to you. But as I watched tears fill my mom's eye, I found the first word I should say. I'm home. Tadaima! Things got crazy after that. The hospital seems to think the odds I regained consciousness was very low. I watched as the panicked doctors did a range of consciousness checks, then brain scans, everything. Then, as evening came, Saka came to visit.
もう大丈夫なの？
Yeah, of course. We won't know for sure until the test results are back, but my head is clear. It hurts a lot. It still hurts a lot, but aside from that, I think I'll be fine.
よかった。
As I wrapped both my hands around her, Saka hung her head
謝
home.
って済む問題じゃないけど、改めてごめんね。あなたが事故に遭ったのも、元はといえば私が。
You don't need to keep doing that. You don't have to keep apologizing anymore. I've heard them all, Sayaka. That's why I told you on the phone, remember? Sayaka's eyes widened. Why are you so surprised? You got a call from Mary, didn't you?
あれ？メリーさんだったの？死者からのメッセージって噂だから違うと思ってたんだけど。
Well, rumors don't get everything right.
詳しく聞かせて。
Aww. Maybe later, after you've come down. After calming her down and telling her again that I would tell her everything, I lay down in bed. I had so much to talk about with Sayaka, my mom, and the others about. But for now, at least, I was enjoying feeling alive. But not without Sena.
僕の分まで人生を謳歌して。
Seeing as Sena sent me off like that, I intended to live a life I could be proud of. I tried my best to ignore the hole in my heart left by his absence. I drifted to sleep. Man, if it was me, I would be like pulling out his like full like albums, everything. I'll be buying all of his merch. I felt my soul return to my body. I noticed my injuries were not as serious as I thought they would be after being hit by a car. I was covered in bruises, but my bones were all intact. I spent some time in the hospital to recover my strength and to go to rehabilitation. After 2 weeks, I was able to return home. It's been 2 weeks since we've seen our beloved Sena. Then, after resting at home, I finally returned back to school. No, as I'm gonna jump straight into a car so I can go see Sena again. I gave a bitter smile as I put on my shoes. Mom looks anxious as ever. Sayaka and I are going to walk together the whole way. Don't worry. This whole thing made her even more overprotective than before. Well, I guess it's probably my fault for making her worry so much. I'm fine. Sayaka's waiting for me, so I'm gonna go. See you later. Morning, Sayaka. A little nervous, I guess. After rifting through her bag, she quickly pulled out a clear file and handed it to me. After I examined it, I found that this is my career survey printout. What do you mean, mine too? Sayaka? No. Sayaka smiled proudly at me, her face radiating with a maturity I've never seen before. So you're calling her childish before? No, I think it's great. Besides, I don't think it's sudden. When I was in the hospital, I saw how much pain you were in. While I was resting at home, Sayaka came to my house to help me with my bandages. There, I told her everything that happened. At first, she listened intently to every word I had to say, but when I brought up Sena, she seemed to grow distant. Hello? Sayaka, I know you're worried about it, but I'm actually glad all of that happened to me. Because now, I feel like I'm truly able to understand you. Sayaka's eyes were damp, but she took a deep breath and seemed to come down. Before I would have just said I'm fine and told her not to worry about it. But my whole experience taught me not to keep my worries to myself. I'm still having trouble starting these things out. I think I need some more time. Like, okay, what is gonna happen after this? Because obviously now we can't see the other boys unless Koyo calls us. Yeah. So we can't really see the other boys until Koyo calls us. So is the god just gonna like force yank us back into like the world of the living dead again, or? After seeing that, Sayaka patted me lightly on the back. Sayaka? I felt sadness welling up in my eyes, but I suppressed it and forced a smile. First thing first, I'd like to get your opinion about my career path. Thanks. Wow. Someone's calling me. I'm gonna ignore it. Go back? Okay, go back. Talking like this with Sayaka made me realize my life had gone back to normal. After talking things with Sayaka about it, I had to talk to my mom. Determined not to let anything else interfere, I set my eyes squarely on the future. It was there when I found a small spark Sena had talked about. Small spark. I really hope when you're recovering, you're listening to Sena's songs. Come on. A few days had passed since I had started to focus on my career path. The small spark I found came to me in a dream. One day after school, as Sayaka suggested, I decided to head to that cafe.
Ah, Ishiki-san. 来てくれるのを待ってたよ。最近顔を見ないなって気になっていたんだ。
Yeah, I was in a coma, so I couldn't come here, my bad. The owner spoke gently to me with a smile on his face. In his hands, he held a sheet of paper which immediately attracted Sayaka's eyes. A job? The owner put the poster down on the table we were sitting at. Sayaka stared at it with wide eyes. Part-time job? Here? Huh? I mean, I'm glad we don't have to deal with Reika anymore, now that we're back, but I'm really missing Sena and Koyo. Her idea was so wonderful, I struggled to find a reply. Well, I'm not sure. A job here? I have to talk to my mom about it. This was a place I really cherished, and I'd be surrounded by sweets I loved. It was the first time I felt my heart leap with excitement since coming back. I had always had a difficult feeling confident about myself, but that day was different. When I had my eyes on the idea of what I wanted to do, talking to my mom about it didn't seem so intimidating after all. I still didn't know if she'd let me get a part-time job, but even if she told me she'd think it over, I'd be happy. I felt that I was moving forward. I was making progress. Surrounded by those good feelings, I realized it had been a month since I woke up and a month since seeing Sena. I had eaten dinner, taken a shower, and I was drying my wet hair with a towel. I plopped myself down on the bed. Looking up at the ceiling, I couldn't help but to think about the two of them. Sena, Koyo, I wonder if they've crossed over. Even now, there are still things that would remind me about the time I spent with them. Sena, most of all. Lost in these thoughts, I heard my phone ring. Mary, hey, let's talk. Oh, it better be good news, right? A call? Now? Who could it be? Oh, sorry, Sayaka, you're not who I expected. I got up and picked up my phone off my desk. Hello? Sorry, I was in the bath. So, what is it? Ooh, site? I pulled her on speakerphone and tapped the URL Sayaka sent me on the messaging app. This is a paranormal site? Number 9. I did as I was told and scrolled down from the top, and I saw a title of the 9th link. My heart stopped. Meet Sena at Beachfront Park. I guess that rumor is still going around. It was such a big urban legend around here, it made sense it wouldn't die down. No, there's no way. I told you, didn't I? Sena said he'd cross over. Sena, you lying to me? Sarcasm word only filled me with worry. What do you mean? Sarcasm prefaced her answer, paused, and then continued. Sayaka, don't hang up, okay? Please. No, don't tell me. Sena's gonna forget us the next time you go back, huh? I took a deep breath and with a shaking finger, tapped on the link on the thread. The picture shown the screen display looked like the ghost image on the phone camera. That's Sena. I had no idea the image was real or not, but that was most definitely Sena. The rest of the comments were debating if it was real. I continued to scroll through the comments, but my thoughts were elsewhere. Maybe he really didn't cross over.
Sena-sanの心残りってどんなものなんでしょうか。悪いものではないと思うんですけど、他の幽霊よりも気配が強いというか、あなたたちがここへ来る少し前から気配を察知できたほどで。
I began to think that Hibiki's thoughts were correct after all. So him saying he could cross over was a lie? Sayaka? There were comments on here saying the same thing, but couldn't this be fake? I see. In that case, I bet it's just a I mean, he told me. It's just a rumor, no doubt. Girl, you better go to the park right now and check. Nah, don't worry about it. I was pretty surprised too. Sayaka and I talked a little bit after that and we hung up. Mom's working night shift tonight. I glanced up at the twinkling stars and dashed out of my room. Good. Don't get hit by a car again, girl. I mean, maybe you wanna. As I ran through the night, a calm part of my brain began asking questions. It's a rumor. There's no way it's true. And even if it were true, what could I do about it now? I can't see him. I can't talk to him. And yet when I thought he might still be there, I couldn't stand still. You could still talk to him. Unable to sort out my emotions, I saw where I've reached the park. Before I could even catch my breath, I yelled, Sena! Are you there? My voice echoed through the darkness, and I was absorbed in a starry night sky. Sena! I knew there would be no response, yet I waited patiently for his reply. I looked around and expected, saw no one. Obviously, I don't think he crossed over because of what he told us. Right? It's like Sena is still here. I had no idea who wrote that post or why. I had no idea if it was real or fake. It had only been the comment. I probably shouldn't have believed it, but that picture, it was real. Sena, do you still have lingering regrets? I remembered in the darkness, and I received no reply. What if Sena has become a rat? The next day, I couldn't sleep at all last night. Had Sena crossed over? Had he become a rat? Once I started thinking about those things, I just couldn't stop. With racing thoughts in my head, I couldn't sleep. Quickly, I got up and began getting ready for school. Damn, that's your cafeteria. What school are you at? When the lunch break started, I walked to the cafeteria with Sayaka.
それでね、心霊研究をしているサークルが。ねえ、聞いてる？おーい。
Yeah. What happened? Sayaka stared blankly at me. I couldn't remember what she was talking about, and her annoyed stare left me uncomfortable. Sayaka?
セナさんのこと考えているの？
How did you know?
だって昨日の今日だからさ。私が余計な噂を教えちゃったばかりに。
I know. It's just a rumor. It has to be. I knew if I made too much of it, it would only hurt Sayaka's feeling too. With that in mind, I tried to put on a smile to make things look right.
嘘ついてるってわかるんだから。本当は割り切れてないんでしょ？
Of course, there was no fooling my best friend. She saw right through me.
一つだけセナさんの行方を知る方法があるんだけど。
How? I quickly jumped forward, leaving Sayaka to look surprised.
あんまり期待されると困るかも。私自身一度も成功したことないからさ。
I felt like you can just, like pull up a music video of Sena and then like go in front of the mirror and then he will just show up and tell you. As she spoke, Sayaka began rummaging through her bag below the table. Oh. What she took out from her bag was something I'd seen before. Wait, Sayaka, are you talking about using the spirit board? Maybe my reaction was a little too harsh, but Sayaka merely blinked back, surprised.
そうだけど、もしかして私の知らないところでこっくりさんをやったことがあるの？
I told Sayaka most of the things that happened to me when I was a ghost, but I left out a bit about the spirit board. Actually, once, when I was a ghost. To say that she was captivated by my words would be an understatement. For the time being, I asked Sayaka if I could borrow her spirit board tools to try out. Sayaka had crammed school that day and looked very disappointed she won't be able to join me. Then, after school, the evening sun stained the classroom. I took a seat at my desk and unfolded the spirit board equipment. Here we go. Oh, spirit of the board, please come forth. I chanted slowly, as though I was making a wish or prayer. Then, the coin I was holding began to shake. Then it slowly slid over to a single word on the tip of the paper. Yes. Before I could even ask my question, the coin began to move around the board. Go away. You again. I can't see him, but based on their response, it has to be the same spirit from before. I breathed a sigh of relief. Then, out with it. It was easy to picture his annoyed face staring down at me, so I quickly asked my question. The rumor about the ghost at the beachfront park, the boy gazing at the stars. I wanted to know more about him. Has he not crossed over yet? Does he still roam this earth? The coin began moving slowly before stopping at yes. Confronted by his honest answer, I felt a sharp pain in my heart. The 10-yen coin began to shake as if pushing me to ask the next question. Please tell me one more thing. Has he become a wraith? The coin paused for a moment and glided towards the answer. Okay, good. No. Thank goodness. Perhaps because I was worried about him, I accidentally let out a loud sigh. But he hasn't crossed over yet. That means he still has a chance he'll become a rat. I knew I had to do something. For now, I want to meet Sena. Wait, will he remember me? He only had his memory for 2 days. As I thought this thing, the coin began to shake furiously again. Sorry. There's something else I want to know. Does he still remember me? I was so nervous my fingers shook, but I made every effort to ensure I didn't let go. Then the coin began to move again. Wait, what I asked? I forgot. Did he forget me or did he forget? Does he still remember me? No! Ah! Ah! The moment I saw the results, I felt a wave of despair wash over me. That's fine. It's not like it's the first time he's forgotten me. If I met him again, he'll remember me. I'm sure he'll remember me. The thing that hurt me the most was knowing that there's no way to meet him. That's right, I can ask I can meet him. Sorry, I promise this is my last question. Can you tell me how to meet him? I stared intensely down at the coin, but for a very long time, the coin remained perfectly still. Does this mean there's no way? I don't care if I can't see him. I just want to talk to him. Just then, the coin began to move. Ask friend. He was asking the spirit. Friend? My friend? Is he talking about Sayaka? As I tilted my head in confusion, the coin began to move again. His friend. Koyo! His? Is he talking about a friend of Sena's? Then it struck me. Yeah, duh! Koyo! I have completely forgot about Mary. But Koyo had the ability to connect the living and the dead, but how are we going to call him? Are we going to look through Sayaka's phone call history? After thanking and saying goodbye to the spirit board, I headed straight to the park. I wanted to find a way to reach Koyo, even though I knew he might not be there. Still, I knew if I kept calling, there was a chance he would hear me. Pretend to jump into the road and the Koyo will call me, but no. I walked around the park whispering Koyo's name. Koyo. Hush, I'm trying to connect with the dead. I got more priorities. I must look pretty weird right now. I can't really do this with so many people around. I should have come at night. Fighting my embarrassment, I continued to desperately call out Koyo's name, but my phone remained silent. Then, later that evening, I was completely unable to relax. Even as I watched TV with my sister, my thoughts continued to drift with Koyo's whereabouts. I wonder if he's still watching the stars with Sena. Looking at the clock, I saw it was past 8 p.m. Hey sis, I'm going to go buy some dessert at the convenience store. Want anything? As I stood up, my sister grinned. Don't spoil my plan. Oh. Why today of all days? No, that sounds great, thanks. I'd be happy any other day. Trying not to sound suspicious, I reluctantly headed to the fridge. I stopped and turned to my sister. As she stared back at me, I could see her eyes were filled with concern. Sis, it's not about my career path survey. I didn't know what to say. I felt guilty for making her worry about me. There's someone I want to help, but it's not going very well. With that, the worry in my sister's eyes disappeared, and she looked at me with surprise. Yes. Huh? Oh, why would you think that?
コンコの
Man, she's good.
それでどうなの
Well, that,
その反応マジかよまさかコンビニって言っておいてそいつに会いに行こうとしてた
yes.
ははなるほどなケーキに食いつかないわけだ
She seems to see right through me, despite not having all the facts. If she figured out he was a ghost now that would be really surprising.
恋愛ね応援してやりたいとは思うけどこの時間に誘う男ってどうなの
It's not like that. I just wanted to check on him, but on my own. I might have said too much.
様子を見に行ってどういうことだよてっきり待ち合わせでもしてんのかと思ったけど
Oh, well, this guy, he's a bit frail, so I have to go see him. As I awkwardly try to explain things to her, my sister's expression shifted rapidly.
もしかして病院に入院してるとかあ入院中に出会ったのか
Huh? Oh, yes? Well, while I was in the hospital, I guess that's not entirely wrong.
そっかそんなことがあったのかでもこの時間だと面会はできないだろうはっまさか面会できないくらいの重症患者
Technically, maybe yes, he could turn into a ref anytime. Sis?
マジかよそんな切ない声をしてんのかよ前途多難じゃんか
She's watching too much drama. She's been binging those TV dramas again.
よし行ってこ
Huh? Are you sure it's okay?
いいに決まってんだろあんたの愛を応援するよ
He's a good one. Ah, thanks. I'll be back in a bit. Maybe in about an hour?
頑張れよ
Aww. I felt a bit guilty, but at least now I was able to get out of the house. Koyo, I hope you're still there. Then, as I headed towards the door...
ミサ別れが来てもへこむんじゃないぞ
No, don't pull out the red flags. No, I don't want the red flags. She's really made up her own thing there, but it somehow fits.
あんたの愛はきっと相手に届くよでも相手の思いを尊重することも忘れるなよ
Respect his wishes. Thanks, sis. Well, I'm off. After saying goodbye to my sister, I headed to the park, her words echoing in my mind. Respecting his wishes.
今なら僕は
Mm.
君を笑って見送れるから今以上思いが大きくなればきっと僕は君を引き止めてしまう僕独占欲が強くてさだから今がちょうどいいんだ
You make a good yandere candidate. What I'm doing right now, it might be going against Sena's wishes. But he also hasn't crossed over yet. Is it wrong for me to try and reach out to him? Koyo, are you there? Even if it was wrong, I come too far to back down now. Please, Koyo, please let me talk to Sena. I don't want him to turn to a rat. I'm just gonna keep coming until you connect me with him. Actually, no, I won't leave. Please, just let me talk to him. Let me know if he's alright. Staring down at my phone, my heart leapt with the glitch display. The ringing of the phone ceased and a familiar voice came onto the phone. I miss you, Koyo. I know I'm in Sena's route, but I miss you, Koyo. I miss you so much. Koyo, is that really you?
そう久しぶり
His voice was filled with nostalgia, stirring emotion deep inside me. Yeah, long time no see. After I spoke, I heard an exasperated voice replying back to me.
この白状者
Huh?
俺に何の挨拶もなしで元に戻
I know! That's what I said! I'm sorry. It all just happened so fast and...
冗談だよ本気で謝られても困るから
I love Koyo.
何せよかった
Thank you so much for taking such good care of me then. After letting out a small sigh, I turned to the real reason I was calling. Is Sena with you right now? Do you think I could speak with him? Koyo didn't answer me right away. I heard him draw a sharp, apprehensive breath before he replied back, defeated.
ここにいるだけど今のこいつは
He's returned back to the floor. He doesn't remember me, does he? Yeah, I had expected that. Will you let me talk to him? After hearing that, a few seconds of quiet passed.
こんばんは
A voice that sounded so out of place and carefree came through the phone. Sena, is that you? It's me, Misa. Sena's voice, which had been carefree just seconds before, suddenly changed.
あれミサ
You remember that now? You told me you wouldn't forget me. How rude.
ごめん
Koyo just has to keep acting as the middleman between Sena and clueless Misa. Sena spoke apologetically. It seemed like he just remembered me. But I'm glad he at least remembered me. Even though I couldn't see him, it was clear from the tone of his voice that he genuinely felt bad. You lied to me. You told me not to worry because you'd cross over.
そんなことないよだんだん姿も薄れてきてるから多分もうじきだと思う
Did you know there has been lots of posts of you? Did you know there has been lots of posts about you, about seeing your spirit on paranormal message boards? If you really are fading away, why are there more and more sightings of you?
それは
Tell me the truth, Sena. You aren't going to be crossing anytime soon, are you? If you could have told me, I would have stuck around and
や
helped
め
you.
て言ったはずだよミサちゃん
Why?
あの時と答えは変わらない僕のせいで君の人生を潰したくなかったんだ
You're so kind.
もう君とは歩む道が違う
No, I don't want to.
だから
Hey, hey, don't you dare hang up the phone. Wait. Ah! I had the feeling this might happen. Yet, being rejected by him directly impacted me far more than I thought it would. And his voice was so much colder than I remembered. Trying not to show the tears swelling in my eyes, I crouched down on the spot. No. Show him the tears and he will feel bad and he will come back. I wonder if Sena's still here. No, he's probably gone. Despite trying not to let it bother me, our second parting was far more painful than the first. Sena, you're on thin ice, buddy. Perhaps it was due to the lack of sleep or from crying so much. But when I woke up the next morning with a feeling of heavy burden and despair. When I went to school as I normally did, but didn't listen to a single word. I was so distracted. I told Sayaka about what happened during lunch, and seeing my state, her face grew somber too. I spent my entire day in a kind of daze. As I left the classroom and headed for home, I noticed the mirror landing on the staircase. Another theory I have is that Misa might try to pursue being a doctor, because Sena was sick at the hospital, so she might want to try to help people then, huh? This is the last place we went on the day of our date. Little did I know it would be the first and the last of our dates. Memories flooded back. I approached the mirror. My reflection looks terrible. Though technically alive, my face was lifeless, like that of a ghost. I should have believed what Hibiki told me that day. But even if I did believe him, what would that have changed anything? I gently touched the mirror. Sena, you summoned Hibiki. Right? I'm so worried you'll turn into a wrath. Suddenly, I felt an icy cold creep up my hands as I touched the mirror. Hibiki, hi! Hey boy. My phone gonna die. I should head home. Not wanting to head straight home, I wandered the streets, hoping for a change of scenery would improve my mood. But wherever I went, memories of Sena flooded my mind, leading to only heavier and heavier sighs escaping my lips. Sena has Koi with him. He'll be fine, even without me. So right now, I can only pray. I approached the offering box. I threw in a coin and rang the bell. Before praying, I clapped my hands. Oh, God, who spirited me away? Just like you saved me, please, save Sena. As I prayed from the bottom of my heart, sure. Turning to face the voice, I saw the priest who was at the scene of my accident. What did you just say? By the god, or? Is it by the god, or is it Sena following us? A spirit? What kind of spirit is it? I mean, what kind of spirit? Is it a handsome looking young man? Sorry. After taking a few deep breaths to calm myself down, I began to talk to the priest again. About this spirit. No. A warm light. I couldn't help but to think of Sena. Does this mean he's worried about me too? I nodded slightly, then mumbled softly. He is a very important person to me. I want to help him. He's stuck wandering this earth. Our worlds might be separated, but there must be something I can do to help him. The priest patted my shoulder and smiled warmly. A few minutes later, the priest returned cradling something gently in his hands. It looks like a curved stone. It emitted light similar to a shining star. What is that? I don't know. I'm sorry. But my mother always said it has something to do with love and doing well in business. So this is the god that spirited us away, huh? That means
者に昔から伝わる疑惑付きの神具。力が強すぎて悪いものをも引きつけるやもしれんが、必要なら持っていきなされ。
You're just giving us an ancient, like, thing? Are you sure it's okay? Really? Is that okay? I hesitantly blinked at the Magatama before graciously accepting it.
迷えるものを導くのが神職の務めというわけで持っていきなされ。
Thank you so much. Then I bowed deeply to the priest while holding tightly to the Magatama electric fan. A ritual article used from ancient times borrowed from Tsukumo Shrine's priests. Supposedly, it stores special powers so it could potentially attract really evil spirits. Reika? Reika's gonna be like the blame of all of my problems. With the sacred stone in hand, I headed to the beachfront park. If Sena still exists in this world, I couldn't think of any other place she would be. I exhaled deeply as I approached the park and took a quick look around. He must be around here somewhere. I firmly gripped the Magatama, and as I was about to call out to him, I heard the loud bark of a dog. Is it Sayaka's dog? Meow. Sayaka. There was Sayaka walking her beloved dog Tonodamaru. That's right, this was her and Tonodamaru's typical route. Yeah, I had an errand to run here. Yeah. I'm sure she knew what I was going to do the moment she stared at me standing alone in the park. Sayaka spoke, a thoughtful look on her face. Yes, no matter what happens, no matter how much he refuses, I want to do whatever I can do to help. Before he becomes a wrath, I want to help him cross over. That's a good point. We don't really know what Sena wants. What do you mean? Yeah, I had like a feeling he might want to like stick around until Misa like finds out what she really wants to do.
二人は自分のことを考えて、セナは成仏するように、ミサは体に戻るように。いい。
Okay.
セナ、返事は？ああ、うん。わかったよ。
When we talked about crossing over before, Sena's face clouded over. Could it be that Sena... Maybe he doesn't want to cross over. In that case, I made a horrible mistake. It must be... Thanks to the time I spent with Sena, I knew the answer right away. Sena always wanted to live as an idol. Perhaps. Could it be? Seeing that Sena's an urban legend now. Even now, he's waiting for friends to come to the park. Sena looked surprised, but she didn't say anything. Seeing that I told her everything about Sena up till now, she seems to accept it. Maybe that would be so bad for... Maybe that wouldn't be so bad for now. I mean, there are fans coming to see him. So now we gotta act as like the PR promo manager. We gotta get like all of the fans together to come and meet him. But what if they leave? I frowned uneasily. What should I do? I would talk to him directly. You guys gotta communicate. Do not miscommunicate. Come on. I am going on to a bad route. Oh my god. I have to do something to help Sena. He might view this as a nuisance, but I can't let him become an evil spirit. If the rumors about him being an urban legend ever did die down, he'll be left here all alone. It's possible that Koyo could still be there as well, but who could say for sure?
私にもできることがあったら言ってね。協力するから。
These past few interaction thing, I have not gotten the Sena affection up. I'm definitely getting a bad ending. Right? Thank you. Is that? Thank you. I know I can count on you. It's a blue. Right. Thank you. I know I can count on you. Besides, you're really helping me. In truth, Saka had already helped me by listening and giving me great advice. Then Tonodomaru, who has been curled up by my feet, twitched his ears and stood up. Then he peered out towards the horizon and began barking. Sena's there.
はいはい。散歩中断しちゃってごめんね。ミサ、そろそろ帰ろう。もうだいぶ時間も遅いし。
Don't miss the sign. She was right. It was very late. I don't want to worry my mom. I'll come back here tomorrow. Yeah, let's go. The two of us began to head home, but Tonodomaru keep barking. Yeah, cause Sena is here. Tonodomaru refused to follow Saka's lead and instead keep barking at the same spot.
どうしたの、トノダマル。
This is like what happened before. That's right. It was right here.
トノダマルったら。前もここでこんなことがあったんだよね。
Actually, it was me from before. She huffed as she spoke. Whoa, flashbang. Why is it that people who are alive don't seem to notice us?
そんなの無理に決まってんじゃん。霊力ある人間なら別だけど、普通の人間にはまず無理。人間には無理でも、犬とか猫なら反応する時もある。赤ん坊もだっけか。どうだったかな。
Wait, I think I understand.
まさか。
I nodded and Sayaka merely blinked at me. When I was living as a ghost and I wanted Sayaka to notice me, I tried calling Tonodomaru over. The exact same thing was happening now. I stepped in front of Tonodomaru with trembling legs and nervously called out to him. Sena? Are you there? The night wind tousled my hair as I waited for an answer. A surprised Sayaka shouted out to me.
何か聞こえた？
No, nothing.
そっか。でも聞こえないだけで。
Ring ring. Oh. Sayaka tried to say something else, but she was interrupted by Tonodomaru pulling her leash away from her.
あ、ちょっと。
Sayaka began getting pulled towards the entrance of the park.
早く。先に行っちゃうよ。
Yeah, I'll be right there. I wanted to chase after Sayaka, but something caused me to turn back around. There must have been something there which caused Tonodomaru to react like that. Uh-oh, did he turn into a rat? And I knew it was Sena. It was the worst of the priests at the Tsukumo shrine that caused me to be so certain. A warm spirit watching over me. That must be Sena. I couldn't see him, but he was there, so... Oh. Sena, can I come back again? Oops. The truth is, I care. I don't want you to become a rat, and I'm worried about you. My voice shook with unease. Still holding the magatama in my hand, I clenched it with determination. I want to see you. I want to see your face I want to see your face. It'll make me so relieved if... The wind. It must be the wind. A strong gust of wind swept through, carrying my whispers with it. The magatama I was holding grew hot and started to tremble. Huh? There he was, standing before me. Aww. It's so cute. How old are you, my guy? How old are you? There he was, standing right before me. Why can't I? Okay, here we go. I don't know why it took so long for it to... Yamete. What's happening? Okay, I don't know why it took so long for it to like not be seen. Look at it, he's like half translucent. He's like, he is a ghost. Oh, baby. No. Close enough to touch him. Close enough to touch, yet untouchable. I felt no sensation as our lips pressed together. But my head needed all the same. My heart raced all the same. Wrapped up in the sensation of his undeniable presence. You make me happy too. As I opened my mouth to speak, Sena smiled wistfully at me. I love you, Sena. I've also completely fallen from you. As soon as the wind died down, Sena faded away. It must be the wind. It was the wind. Ah! As soon as the wind died down, Sena faded away. It was as though he had never been there in the first place. I gently touched my lips. Then, opening the hand I clenched down, I gazed at the magatama. It's broken. Oh, it's like, oh no! Okay, lost its power. I thought it like became corrupted. It had turned a discolored black as though it had lost its powers. The power of the magatama. It allowed me to see Sena. I put the magatama back in my bag and turned to where I'd seen him moments before. I love you too, which is why I can't leave things like this. Our confessions just miss one another. Yet, I was sure my words reached him. Then, with a smile on my face, I ran towards the entrance of the park. This is such a beautiful scene. I can see it animated. Oh, chapter 8. I can see it animated so beautifully, but also, I'm sorry, but I don't trust Otome adaptation.